What is up, everybody? I hope you're having a wonderful day. And for those of you that don't know, there is a cool game coming out called Wargroove 2. There was the first one, obviously. And if you were looking at the gameplay right now, you can see it draws great inspiration from a game called Advance Wars. Advance Wars has been around for a long time, and it was a fun little game, turn-based tactics, and you kind of built up your army, and you just, defeated the enemy's army, and there was a lot of strategy and placement and just tactics involved. You could also compare it to games like Final Fantasy Tactics or like Tactics Ogre or any of the strategy RPG games that you're used to. It has a lot of units, and I mean a good amount. I mean, we have about 25, 26 unit types in the game that all kind of function differently and do different things. You got, air units, land units, all that stuff. And there's even a unique little sprite system to the units, like based on the faction you're playing, which there are 6 different factions. Your units are going to look different, so that's really neat. And they're not just like a color difference or minor. I mean, they basically take on the role of their faction and kind of look like what swordsmen would look like of that faction versus another faction. And another cool thing with the game too is it has a bunch of unique commanders, over 20 of them, and they all have their own special attacks and little, buffs and debuffs they give to units and passive abilities, all that stuff. It's just all around a fun little game that I think if you are looking for a game to do local co-op with, just with a friend, or you're looking to play online or do a storyline, it just seems to be very much up a lot of people's alleys. And it does have a cool new roguelike mode where you go in with a small army and you keep progressing stage after stage. I believe it's called Conquest mode, and you just keep going and see how far you can get with limited resources, limited units. It really, tests your strategic prowess, you could say, and how well you understand the game and the units and the counters, because all the units counter each other and stuff, which plays into your tactics, kind of like a chess game. But I just wanted to bring attention to it to people. It's been, in development for a while now. The first game was pretty awesome. It was kind of out of left field. Nobody really expected it to take off like it did, and I think it did really well. I was a big fan of it. And I just think we need more games that are like this in the strategy RPG genre. They just provide so many options for players. There's so much to do. Lots of replayability. You can build your own maps, make your own levels. There could even be a competitive scene for this to an extent. There's communities that play Advance Wars, online and stuff, and they have very tight-knit community that, plays competitively and just tries to get everything they can out of the game. So hopefully this brought, some people's attention to the game. They're aware of it. That's kind of the only purpose of this video, is just to acknowledge it. And there is a demo right now going on the Steam Next Fest, or not Steam Next Fest, but the Steam Strategy Fest. And it's going all the way from now, which is August 28th as of the recording of this video, to September 4th. So if you want to get your hands on Wargroove and you made it to the end of this video, now you can go give it a shot yourself and try it out. And then when it does release, you'll know if it's worth buying or not. So, like I said, guys, thank you so much for watching. And as always, I hope to see you in the next one. Until then, later, guys. Peace out. Have a good one.